the Canadian wildfires, something terrifying revealed as the solution to the problem. What's streaming from the other side of the Atlantic? Full speed ahead for wild situations. Last week, smoke from wildfires raging in eastern Canada painted the sky orange in northeastern United States, and especially in New York City. Although Canada experiences wildfires every year, this year's are especially widespread, numerous, and intense. Now I know most of you know that I'm also Canadian, and I finished high school in Canada before moving to the United States to start college there. But there are forest rangers in Canada. The Canadian wood industry is very, very important to the economy of Canada, and the forest rangers are very well paid in Canada. They have their towers there and their homes there. So they are very well paid, and of course they're out there to be the guards of the forest and the wood for the wood industry. So it's a very serious thing when they have a forest fire. So what is causing this unprecedented fire season? The internationals say climate change. However, alternative media on the other side of the Atlantic reveals something terrifying. The Canadian government is using the arson fires sweeping the country as a catalyst to create its own version of FEMA. The FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, is an agency used in emergency situations with the power to take over the governance of the United States, overriding the powers of the President and the Constitution in case of special situations, extraordinary circumstances. In other words, FEMA has the power to declare some kind of a special regime, and apparently Canada is heading there, and due to these fires and other phenomena, they will impose climate lockdowns, some say, and no man's land zones as commented. Now, as stated in the reports, they say during the most devastating wildfires in Canadian history, experienced local firefighters are on the sidelines. Retired forestry technician Peter McIsaac assembled an experienced team of firefighters. They contacted the government and volunteered their support, but the government denied it. The team stayed on standby, hoping, they said, we would get a call all week, and the call never came. Over 90% of forest fires are caused by humans, and many of them are intentional. They are known as arson. It could be, of course, accidental. There's a lot of campsites in Canada, beautiful lakes, beautiful rivers. Now, satellite images show that on June 2nd, most of the southeastern Quebec went up in flames at the same time, indicating a highly coordinated arson event. Now, somewhere between Wyoming and California, 30 tons of ammonium nitrate reportedly disappeared from a train. Ammonium nitrate can be used as an explosive, can also be used as an accelerant, and by itself, ammonium nitrate would not burn under a flame, but mix it with sawdust and it can catch fire quickly, burning everything it can. But now the federal government of Canada is creating a national disaster management agency that is the Canada's own FEMA, and they created the problem, and your reactions call for a solution. Does that sound familiar? And this image is of New York, of course, from the EPA. What do you think about this? Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.